Hello, good afternoon, here we are. It is Monday. It feels in the UK like a Sunday because today is a bank holiday Monday and we're not used to having bank holiday Mondays, especially this one at the end of August where it doesn't rain because it's now sunny outside, hence the shirt is now right for the day. It wasn't like that this morning, but welcome back everyone. What did you do in your hour off? That's what I want to know. What have you been doing in between? I think you've been confirming your order for the butterfly alphabet, haven't you? Well, now we have a whole brand new show for you, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Got loads and loads of you logged in already. Kathy's in from St. Augustine Beach in Florida, where it's a beautiful day. Mary says, good morning, everyone. Ronnie is in, I don't really understand this, but she says, good morning from sunny Coca-Cola Butte Creek, Florida. I don't know, is that a place or are you just randomly putting in brand names into your messages? I don't know. You'll have to explain. Now, I trailed him an hour ago, so here he is. I can't wait a second longer to introduce you to the man himself, the only person who could be doing a Hunky Dory show here at Crafters TV. It is the one and only Craig Lett.
Me?
Hey, Craig.
Of course, when they came to me a couple of weeks ago and they just said, Craig, we've got a show coming up, you know, it's not a Crafters Companion one straight away. Again, I went, is it Hunky Dory? They went, yeah. And I just went, yeah. They went, you don't know what we're about to ask? I was like, you're about to ask me if I would do the show, aren't you? They're like, yeah. I was like, yeah, it's a given. So, there we go. As you can tell, rather excited. We've got 2 full hours of Hunky Dory goodness, as well as some of our Crafters Companion products, just to bring in, like your adhesives and that. You know, you might want foam pads. So, what we're going to do, straight away, we've got a great selection, you know, and we'll obviously tell you the story of Hunky Dory and my history with Hunky Dory and the design team throughout the next couple of hours. So, what we're going to do straight away, we're going to go right into a demo, and we're going to show you something very quick. I don't care what Derek says, I'm going to hijack it. I've done this once before and I'm going to do it again. We'll do a really quick one. So what we're going to do is we are, as you can see with this one here, when it comes to this card blank here, so I am using the Forever Florals, the Rose Collection. So this is just one of the backgrounds. So this was A4. So all that I had just done is I had just folded it in half. So just imagine that's been folded in half, and then what I just done, because the actual length of it works out as 6 inches, I just trimmed up at 6 inches using my guillotine, which gave me that shape. And then all that I had done is just folded that one back, and it gives us our concept card there. Then taken what would have been the waste from the top, of course it's never waste, we're just going to bring this one in, and then what we've done, because it was folded in half, once again I just folded that back as well, so it gives us the it gives us the Z shape card for the bottom. So what we're just going to do within this one, I've already popped my adhesives on.
Are you too excitable for this
think
show,
I am.
Craig?
I think I just need to just calm it,
and
just
relax.
calm it, relax, and we'll be absolutely fine. So what I've done on this one, when it comes to Z fold cards, you usually find that it actually goes this way, that you can see just there. So if you see that from up above, can you see, especially where my thumb is, it's kind of covering the bottom of that design, which I really didn't want to do. So what I've done is I folded it back on itself, so then we're starting to create kind of like a box within the middle. It's still going to fold flat, that you can see there. So I've got my adhesives on the back. Now we've got our glues, we've got our tape runners on the show as well, so you can check all of them out. So what I'm just going to do is if we take these ones off, and then this is just going to sit nicely just within the middle. Now the reason I wanted to do this one is this is just to show you with Hunky Dory you absolutely can bring in all your card blanks, all your different crafting accessories, products that you've got at home, or what you can also just do is just fold and score the card blanks that come within the collections, and you can make cards that way. So there's on that one there, but we'll start to create our shape one. So it's very dimensional when it's opened up. However, it does fold flat as well completely, so you can see that one there. Then using the same topper sheet, so from the Forever Florals, I used the topper sheet that is Love of My Life. So this is one of them where you get your die cuts within them. So everything comes die cut. There's just little notches that holds it all into place. So all that I've just done is pop the topper out. You get this wee extra foiled ring as well. We don't need that at the moment. We could use that elsewhere. And then I'm just going to bring in that center one. So you've got that frame just there. What you also get is you get border strips on the sheet as well. So what I've just done is I've just trimmed them down just to actually match the front of the actual Z fold. So I've got my tape on there as well. So what we're just going to do is bring in this one in, and I'm just going to lay that just over the top, just there, just so that we've got a nice finish along that top. And then once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the other bit that I've also cut to size just beforehand. So if I just take these ones off, just using my pokey tool, and then what I'm just going to do with this one is I'm just going to come into that bit. Just I think I originally wanted to, if you can see that way, I wanted to pop it on the inside there, just so that you've got a nice bit of decoration from when you're looking at it inwards, that you can see there. Bringing in these other two that we've got here. So then this is where you can start to have a play with the actual die cut elements. So what we're going to do within these ones, so I'm going to take my tape off. So again, I've just popped the tape in certain places. You can then, of course, just pop your tape runner in certain places. What I mean by that is, if I take this last one off, I've got an area here just into this corner. I've got no tape, because what that's going to do, this bit here with no tape, that's just going to sit within this area here, and then all I'm going to do is just press that into place. If I had tape on the back there, when you close it, it's going to stick to the back there, which you don't really want. So that gives us a start to have our aperture within the middle. And then when I've got my topper just here, I've got my foam pad at the back. Again, I've just popped it down at the bottom because I want to just sit that in just nicely within the middle. I've got one of the die cut sentiments that also comes within the sheet as well, and I'm just going to then just pop that, probably, let's pop it up into there. And then I've just taken, if you had our past Spring is in the Air Nature's Garden collection, I've just taken a couple of the butterfly dies and just die cut them. So let's do one there, and then we're just going to pop one into there as well. So this is just one sheet, one background that you're going to get throughout the whole collection. Between myself and Derek, we're going to go through all of it with you, but I just wanted to show you right at the start. Yes, I had the two bits that were already cut, ready to go. However, you can make really nice, elegant, dimensional cards without any additional card blanks or card stock within your stash. Of course, we do have adorable scoreable and that on the show as well, but nice simple one to get you started.
Fantastic, I love it. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's ready to go, and I like the look of this as well, because you can get very, very impressive looking cards, actually very, very simply as well, but you're still putting your own creativity into it as well, because there's many, many different ways you can configurize these said kits. So let me show you what is on the show, and then I want to ask Craig a couple of questions about Hunky Dory and his association with Hunky Dory as well. So let's go have a little look, shall we, at everything that we've got. We've got your Forever Florals Rose Matte-tastic selection here. So a selection of 30 sheets here. There are 10 different colours, and we're hiding them behind that screen at the moment. We're not going to show you. There they are. There they are. So 30 different sheets, 10 different colours and 3 of each there, which is really, really cool. Have you seen that price, by the way? £7.99 or $12.49, which is a nice little 20% saving as well, which is lovely. We do have a second Matte-tastic selection as well, which is your Just a Note selection as well. Again, same thing, 30 sheets, 10 different colours and 3 of each, same price tag as well. So may as well get both of those at the same time. $7.99 or $12.49. We've also got your marvelous Miri pad, which is the seasonal style one. Now this is really, really cute. This is lovely. This is a 6 by, is it 6 by 6?
It is indeed.
6 by 6. 6 by 6
8
here.
by 8. 8 by 8, sorry.
8 by 8, even better, an extra 2 inches. We won't say no to that, thank you. 24 pages there, 12 different designs and 2 of each, which is very, very nice. $11.99. I'm still getting to grips with Hunky Dory, and I love it. Now, this sold out. The last Hunky Dory show we had, this sold out with myself and Sarah completely and utterly, and I think it was one of the first to sell out. This is your Twilight Safari foiled adorable scoreable. It's 16 sheets in there, and it's so, so beautiful. There are 8 designs and 2 of each. There's lovely sort of animal prints in there. There's lots and lots. We'll go through them in a bit more detail a little bit later. A quarter of our back in stock has already sold out and gone, just so that you know. So it will be the first thing. If anything disappears from the show today, that will probably most likely to be the first, because people love their Twilight Safari because it's so global, because as well, they have lovely collections. Gorgeous, gorgeous collections, but that's the one that's most neutral. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people are looking to make sort of masculine cards or masculine kind of matting and layering, and that lovely texture of the black is gorgeous. $9.99 or $15.99 on that one. Then we've got the Forever Floral Rose, the big collection. So that's the collection that Craig was just dipping into there. So you've got the luxury topper collection in there, which is really, really lovely. 16 sheets of those toppers. And as you saw with Craig there before, you've got so much going on. You've got your central features, you've got little tags in there, you've got sentiments, you've got borders and all sorts. You've also got your card inserts, the rose tag pad, which is really cute with 48 little tags, and you have the 8 sheets of the printed parchment, and the parchment is amazing quality as well. It's brilliant. That whole bundle there, £26.95 or $40. Now you've got a 25% saving on that bundle, which is really, really good. It's the main attraction in this show, and it is already selling very, very fast indeed. But we've also got something which I absolutely adore, which is the Golden Oldies Christmas Deco Large set. Now, this is just brilliant. The fun you can have with this set, honestly, they're amazing. You get a sheet of toppers of each of the 2 designs. You get the card blanks themselves, plus you get the matching envelopes as well. You can have so much fun decorating those up as well. Look at the price tag. You get both of them there, £2.98 or $5.98. So this is almost like a taster of Hunky Dory, really, isn't it? For less than £3, less than $6, and that's going to make you at least two very impressive cards, and you'll have elements to make even more as well. They are brilliant. Now, we've also got the Winter Forest collection today as well. Now, we're going into the show with half of the stock of this sold out and gone, which is a bit of a worry. And I guess a lot of the reason for that as well will be, if you've never seen the Winter Forest paper pad before, it's absolutely adorable. It's an 8x8 paper pad, which is just, it's everything you want winter to be. It's beautiful. You've got your inserts and your papers there, plus the topper collection. And again, that's so varied. There's so much you can do with that as well. So £33.97, $48.99, half of the stock. I'll have to make a note of that, Johnny. Half of the stock gone already. So actually, that's going to be Craig's first demo. Good job, really, because we might not see it out to the whole of the show. And we've got 2 hours. To Christmas, a magical Christmas time. Now, this is lovely because this is a beautiful selection of slightly more traditional images, actually, but it gives you the sort of plug and play of making what you want from it, which I think is really, really good. So with this, you've got the Deco Large collection, which is 24 toppers and the background cards. You've got the luxury card inserts in there as well. Plus, you've got the little book of A Magical Christmas Time as well. You get all of that for $29.97 or $42.99. Now, we also have an incredible Monday mega deal. I feel like we should have a big announcement for this, like a big Monday mega deal. Oh, hello, sorry, welcome back. Sorry, I just stand here. I was like, oh, look, there I am on the telly. The Monday mega deal is brilliant, and it's a glue Monday mega deal. So in this one, you get a dotty tape pen, and you get a tape pen. So you get one each of those. You get your fine tip glue applicators, which are amazing. They will change your life if you don't have any so far. You get the all-purpose Kalal glue, and you also get, oh, hello, we're doing a bit of commission for Debbie here as well, are we? You get a tube of the 3D. How have you allowed that on your show, Craig? Honestly.
Sneaked it in.
The chunky glue is in part of the Monday mega deal as well. So you get you get the all-purpose, you get the 3D, which Debbie loves, as you know, the fine tip applicators, a glue gun, and a dotty tape pen as well. Sorry, a tape pen and a dotty tape pen. All of that, £15.50 or $28. Get that in your basket. All of that in your basket for £15.50 or £28. When you go to craft stores, by the way, and you want to buy these things individually, you know, actually an all-purpose glue, can be in excess of like £10 for just that. You know how much is one of our dotty tape pens on its own?
$3.99?
Yeah, $6.99, is it?
I'm well under there now.
Or is it $6.99? $6.95. So actually, it doesn't take a lot for that to add up to, well, I think that's why we called it a Monday mega deal. Do you know what I mean? That's really good. I would grab that and snap that up as quickly as you possibly can. £15.50, $28. What a wonderful show. And listen, any Hunky Dory questions, Craig's your man, definitely. Craig is the foil press king and is the Hunky Dory, the only word you can put in there now is hunk, isn't it, really? I don't know.
I ain't no hunk, that's for sure.
Do you think hunk is the right word, Craig? I don't know. I'll let you decide. I don't want to, pop your balloon. Right. So many of you very, very excited about Craig's demos with Hunky Dory as well. Jan saying hello from Michigan. She's looking forward to today's program. And so is June on YouTube as well. Barbie. Hello, lovely Barbie. She says the black card is absolutely gorgeous in person. It is. It really is. It's worth seeing up close as well. I'm sure you'll have some, Craig, over there as well.
Yes.
It's absolutely mega, mega gorgeous. So, Craig, I've got two questions about Hunky Dory. First of all, do I need to be... What level of crafter is Hunky Dory good for? Is it a starting point, or is it for everyone that makes cards?
Exactly that, both of them. So it's perfect for beginners because when it comes to the Hunky Dory collections, you don't need any die cutting machines, you don't need any foil presses, you don't need any additional equipment to do your cards. You get your toppers, which is the main image, you get your background card, and then just a bit of adhesive. So perfect one today is if you have never done any crafting before, you've never done any card making before, nothing at all, get a Hunky Dory collection, go into the website and check out the Monday makers and see which one you fancy. Pop that into your basket, get that Monday mega deal as well, and you're good to go. Trust me, that's all that you need to do. You've got your adhesives there to do your layering, you've got your actual glue gel, if you want to do your painting. But if you do want to look on the website for foam pads, then you can do. But joking aside, just one of these collections, the Monday mega deal, and that is you good to go. If you are more experienced and you've been crafting for some time, then what you can then do is you can start to just take that to the next level. So you can bring in home decor. We're going to be showing you the little books later on, and that's something that I've just done with this one here, with one of the little books, which I actually was a giveaway on my Facebook last week, and now it's been on here today. I will post it to Lisa who won it. But it just goes to show you can go from beginning card making, then you can go into advanced, you can do memory books with them. You've got the toppers, it's all die cut. You don't have to do fussy cutting when it comes to the collections. You can do if you want when it comes to the little books. There's so much that you can do when it comes to Hunky Dory. Bring in all of your inks, bring in all your gems, all your pearls, your stamps. You can do so much more as well. It's always good to have a starter, and I would certainly say with Hunky Dory, that is certainly that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into the winter forest, and we're going to go through detail, the collections, when we're going about the cardstock, the toppers, what Adorable Scoreable actually is. But what we'll do is we'll go straight into the demonstration first. So with this one here, it is the winter forest that I'm using, and I'm using many elements from the full lot. So I am using the topper sheet. I've already got mine's just actually pierced out. I'm using some of the background as well, and then I'm also using some of the 8x8 paper pad as well. So what I'm just going to do is, if I just bring in one of the backgrounds, so again, this is one of the backgrounds, it does come as A4. What I will just do, let's just quickly show you, just so you have an idea of what I mean. So this is what is a topper sheet. So this is a topper sheet. So as Derek said, you get all the different ones. As you can see, I've been using mine's is poked out, you can see just there. So if there we go. So if we go that way there, so you can see there, that is your topper sheet that you've got just in within that one there. So you're getting your 16 sheets, but what you're doing is you're getting 4 designs, which means you're getting 2 of each. So you have got your topper sheets. Then what you do is you get coordinated background. So again, what you do is you always get 2 of them, but because you've got 2 of the same topper sheets, you're getting 4 in total for each one. So this is the full one, and then this is where I've cut my other one down from. So you've got that one. One of them always has foiling on it, and one of them is just, I hate to use the word plain, nothing plain about that one, but there's no foiling on that one. But then when it comes to the next one, which I've also started to cut down, this one does have foiling that you can see on there. So when it comes to each individual topper sheet, whatever collection you've got, you will always get a pattern background with no foiling on it, and you'll always get one with foiling as well. So you can choose which one you want to use or mix and match them if you want. So let's just hunt that background that I've just popped there that I was way to use. Let's just have a wee look because I've popped it in. Here we go. There it is, just just there. Now with the Winter Forest, as well as some of the other ones, they are matte-tastic, which means you can ink onto them, you can stamp onto them. If you've got your Prism shimmer sprays, you can then spritz onto them as well. So I've just taken this one just here. So this is just some of our silver card that we've got, our silver mirror card. And then all that I'm just going to do is I'm just going to matte and layer that on. I think actually, if I remember, I'm going to pop it onto, now I can't remember. See, this is where you get too prepared and then you try and think what layer was there. So it's that one just there. So there's one layer. And then what we've done on this one, this is actually one of the coordinated inserts. So if I bring the actual background card that you can see here that was in the actual collection, and then this is one of the inserts. So it's a lot more subtle. Same designs run throughout, but it's very much subtle. Now what you can do with that one, all your inserts, no matter what collection, is on kind of like a matte card. So that just means that you can then come along and again, you can stamp onto them, you can ink onto them, you can do all these different things with them. You can print your sentiments onto them or actually stamp your sentiments or inserts. So again, now I'm bringing in the actual 8x8 paper pad, which works perfectly with it all as well. So you've got a lot of designs that run throughout. And then what I'm just going to do is you're getting 48 sheets within these ones, 12 designs, and you're getting 4 of each. So what you can see within this one, on one side, you've always found you've got a nice really design. Pop that into an 8x8 box frame if you want, that's all that you need to do. But then if you flip to the other side, you've got a nice pattern that you're able to use. But you've got all these different scenes. So if you've got any of maybe our character dies, you want to build upon them ones as well. These would work well with your staycation. If you maybe wanted to do winter themes, you could be using all of these. But again, you've got scenes, you've got designs, you've got patterns, you've got so much more. And look at the colorway, you know, with your mints and your pinks and even your butterflies that run throughout this collection as well. Good for winter birthdays, maybe winter weddings or anything like that you could be using. So let's just take our 8x8 sheet. So I'm just going to peel the backing off. So I've already popped my tape into place. So if we take these ones off just here, and then all that we're doing is we're layering it up again, just onto another piece of our silver luxury card. You'll check all of these out on the website, they are there. So I'm just now going to just take the backing off again. So we've got a pokey tool. And I think actually that's why my pokey tool's got a bit of a dud end. That's why I'm catching my cardstock. But we will be good to go. So 8x8 card blank. And then all that I'm just going to do is just pop that one over the top just there. Pressing that into place. That starts to give us our background. So then what I'm just going to do is you can see from that background card that I showed you a moment ago, this one here. So you've got that lovely fox with on it. So I've just trimmed it down. So that is the A4. So that's where I have actually trimmed down my panel. So look at what else you could be doing with it. You can cut into it. You can fussy cut them as well. So this is where I've got this small panel from. And then once again, I'm just going to bring in my pokey tool. We're just going to take the tape off and then we're just going to lay that one over the top just there. And that's going to create a border. So we're keeping along the green theme with this one. So then what I can start to do is bringing in this layer that I'd originally done earlier on in Mats and Layered, bringing it in with foam pads. So I use the foam pads, as everyone knows, but if you want to use your glue gel, you can do. That just enables you to add extra depth as well to it. So this time we're going to layer this one up right within the middle. So this one is a very dimensional card. You're going to come along and you can make a box with it using your scoreboards or Ultimate Pros, but then you can also keep it very, very simple. So taking these ones off, and we're just going to pop that right across the middle. So popping that in, and this is where you've got the foiling down the side just here. Got all that foiling and you're bringing in that design throughout. So then if I bring in my topper sheet, so I've already just taken these ones out and I've just started to layer them up with my foam pads. This is where the topper sheet that you can see there. So if I bring it that way for you to see, that's the one that I'm going to be using. You've got all these extra sentiments. You've got a nice wee large one with the fox just there. So you've got 2 sizable toppers to make a card. You could even make a mini one as well with you if you want, but you've got all these different ones to work with. So what I've just done is I've just taken the outside edge of the frame. So you've got that one. Again, you've got a nice foiled frame I don't actually need, we could use elsewhere. So for this one, we're just going to just pop that one just within the middle, just like that, pressing that into place. These sorts of frames are good to do your shaker cards if you want to do them. But then we're going to pop that one in. All got that accent foiling into them. I'm going to go over the foiling in the mirror card later on because it is different than mirror card. But come along with your sparkle pens if you want and add extra detail. And then we're just going to bring these couple of little ones that I've got just here. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to build upon that one. So we've got that silhouette of the wolf. And then I'm just going to overlay that one slightly. Have a Merry Christmas. Then what I'm also going to do is I've got mine all nice and neat within the box here, but if you check out onto the website as well, you'll find we've got all of the pearls and gems as well for you to check out and have a look. Great selection from whether it's glitter ones that we've got that you can see just here, then we've got like jewel ones as well, we've got pearls as well, so many different colours that's going to work throughout all the collections on Monday Makers, and you've got the nice sparkly ones as well. So what we can do is let's go back into the front ones. Let's go into the glitter ones. Let's go straight to the silver. Now you've got a lot of different colours here, but when it comes to your muted ones, so whether it is your white ones, your ivory ones, anything like that, you can come along, you can colour them with your tri-blend pens or your classiques or any of your marker pens. You can colour them in. But we're just going to finish this one off. We're just going to pick out some of these gems. They're all self-adhesive, so I'm just going to just pick a few of them just with my pokey tool. Let's pop it on there just so you can see the gems a bit better. Pop that one into there, so it was that one, so same size. So we're going to bring that one in and we'll carry on with the same size into each corner, one there, and I'm going to leave it like that, but you could pop more down the side if you wanted to. Again, I've used silver, but you might want to bring in some of the pink pearls or any of the different ones that we've got on the show. And then not forgetting, we've got the inserts as well. We've got the inserts too, again, very muted in the background, so you can print and you can also stamp onto 36 in total with these ones, and you're getting the 12 and you're getting the 3 designs in total. So for the insert, I just put tape right along the top, or again, use your tape runner. So I'm just going to bring this in, because I've done a top fold. All that I'm then just going to do is I'm just going to sit that just along the seam at the top of the card, the fold of the card, and I'm just going to just position that into place. It's cut slightly smaller than 8 by 8, so then that just means staying on the overhead, when you open up the card, you've got that nice envelope. And you know when you go into luxury cards, you know when the inserts are free flowing and they just flow nicely within the card, that's the effect that you've got there. But then within that card, we've got the 8 by 8 card, all that accent foiling. You've got the insert as well, keeping in mind stamping to it if you've got the Christmas sentiment stamps, or if you like to print your own ones on your computer, then you can do as well. But we've got a nice detailed one with the Winter's Tale.
Beautiful.
Stephen.
I love it. It was only a winter's tale. You were thinking of David Essex, weren't you?
I was.
You've had the Christmas albums on, haven't you?
I had it on earlier today, actually, yeah.
I sewed you. Honestly, see, I sewed you. I don't even have to ask now. Craig and I know each other so well now already. I know more about him than he knows about himself.
Probably.
It's brilliant. Lots and lots and lots of you absolutely loving the show. I mean, brilliant. Diane says, I'm going back to purchase the Roses collection. Fantastic. Now, who's just gone platinum? Someone just went platinum thanks to this show. Sarah Phillip on Facebook says, hi, Craig and Derek. I've ordered some of the Hunky Dory Decoupage this morning. And I've gone platinum. Get in. Well done to you. Congratulations. Terry Tom says, question about the 3D glue. I don't know if I best put it to this one. Do you know what I mean? I'll ask, but let's see what the answer comes back as. Does it dry rubbery or hard like a hot glue gun, Craig?
So you'll still get a bit of a slight rubber texture, but it's going to be rock hard as well. So you've got no worries about it moving or budging or anything falling off of it. I use mine for doing popping accessories on, or any of your gems or pearls, the big ones, big things like that. You can use that one.
He only ever uses it on anything where a foam pad isn't small enough. In truth be told, yep. Craig.
Yep. So whether I'm wanting to attach ribbon at the top corner, like a bow that I've done, or whether it's just maybe a bit of an embellishment or something. Other than that, it's foam pads.
He only uses it if absolutely necessary or if pushed. Or if it's the only thing available in the room, which, let's face it, with Craig Laird is never going to be. He's never going to be without foam pads. In fact, he's going to be one of those people that, you know, some people like can't go to bed at night unless there's at least half a pint of milk in the fridge. Well, Craig would be like that when he's down to his last 300 foam pads. Anyway, right, shall I show you through this this collection, because it is absolutely beautiful. And it comes, well, this is like a 4-part story, really. This is really, really good. So we'll start with your topper sheets as well. It's brilliant. So you get 16 of those. There are 4 different designs, and you get 4 of each. I think I'm right. That's right. 2 of each. 4 designs, 2 of each. That's right, you get 12 sheets altogether. Sorry, it's all numbers today. So you get the Decoupage itself, which is die cut with its borders as well, which is really, really nice. And that also leaves you with a nice big arch aperture that you could use somewhere else as well. You've got these little strips down the side you can use. You've got other little features here. Some of them are sentiments. Some of them are sections to decoupage up. I think they're really, really cute, and they're really, really amazing quality. And all you have to do, they're already die cut for you. You just pop them off the sheets and away you go. Now, you also get your background cards as well. And your background cards are just beautiful. You get 32 in all. And which in this one means, so I've got a little sheet of codes all written down for this, as Craig very, very nicely put together for me. So it's 36 sheets, and there are 12 designs in these, so you get 3 of each, which is really, really cool. So you get the snowflakes, and you get these lovely winter backgrounds going on as well. And you get, look at that. Look, how cool are these? You've got the deer, and you've got the winter scene, and you've got lots and lots of different colour shades as well. Remember, these have got great snippability as well, because as Craig, I think, showed in one of his backgrounds as well, you know, you can cut away just the bottom section there and have that background. You can cut out just the background. You can have just the borders if you want to. They're an amazing, amazing set. And as Craig says, you've also got your insert sheets as well, which you also get 36 of as well. There are 12 designs of these, and you get 3 of each of these as well. So as Craig said, these are a little bit more muted, so they might look a little bit sort of pastel to the camera, but actually in reality they are matching those background cards and complementing them absolutely beautifully. So it's very, very subtle shades of colour. It's almost like you can't see it on the camera, but take it from me, they're absolutely beautiful. And then the denouement, in my opinion, I don't know what that word even means, to be honest, it is this 8x8 paper pad, because you've got 48 sheets in this, you've got 12 different designs, and you get 4 of each. But for me, the secret on these is, look, they're double-sided. So on one side, you've got the feature sort of landscape or the feature image, and then on the background, you've got things like beautiful butterflies and snowflakes and other bits and pieces. I mean, I think this is awesome. You know, with paper pads, yes, you could use it with this winter collection, but also you can use the reverse in other cards where you think, oh, I just can't find the right floral background to go with the card that I'm making right now, because you've got almost sort of William Morris-esque looking images going on there. You've got snowflakes going on. I love it. It's one of those where it's a good job you get multiples of each sheet, because you will be looking at them and going, oh, I don't know. I really love that image, but I love that with the feathers as the background. But luckily, you've got plenty of choices there as well. £33.97, £48.99. I've got a stock update for you straight away. No, really? Already, that's Craig's demonstrations, you see. How many percent? Tell me again. 60? 60? Well, they wouldn't tell me 16, would they? Because that would, 16 is like, everyone's fine, don't run for the door, 16%. 60% sold out and gone. And just to give you an idea of the kind of things that you can do as well, I love this gorgeous little diorama card. And aren't they sweet in terms of their tone of colours as well? It's really nice. I love this. Just something a little bit different from what can be, you know, for, you know, this time of the year. Can be lots of, you know, reds and golds and greens and very, very bright colours. Sometimes it's a little bit more appropriate to show and to present something that is a little bit more muted, that is a little bit more classic, but you can still have masses and masses of imagination. I mean, look, with the toppers there, they've been put onto some acetate using that border strip as well, plus the background papers. I mean, it's brilliant. I love it. I think it's really, really good. Such a versatile collection. It really is. Right, listen, I need to show you something that if I don't show you in more detail now, it's in danger of selling it out before you've seen it properly, and you've got to see this properly. And it is the Twilight Safari Adorable Scoreable. Now, the last show, the last Hunky Dory show, my first Hunky Dory show with Sarah, and it was only a couple of weeks ago, this was the first thing to completely and utterly sell out of the door. Now, with this, you have 16 sheets in this one, isn't it? So there are 8 designs. So every 2 you change designs. I mean, this is just absolutely awesome. This is, do we know the GSM on this one? Yeah, 350, so it's good construction weight as well, but this is too good for me. This is too good for construction, unless you are, you know, presenting diamond rings or any of that kind of thing. I love the fact that you've got geometric designs in this. You've got things like little snowflakes that work just beautifully there in the back. Look at that, shimmering stars. You could put little pearls and gems in the middle of those. And by the way, if you want pearls and gems and sparkly bits, Hunky Dory definitely is the place to be. So make sure you check out the show, because anything you want that is sparkling or glittering or pearly or decorative, you want to get it from here, whether it's glitters, whether it's pearls, whether it's your glimmer mists, all sorts. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, the finish on this card is just, well, I know Adorable Scoreable is pretty much says it, doesn't it? Look at that, wonderful geometric. I think all of these are beautiful. And this, look, almost like a leopard stripe. I mean, I think really these walk themselves out of the door. A third of this stock that we have. Now, bear in mind, the last show I was on with Sarah, with Hunky Dory, the stock utterly sold out in that show. So when we got some back in stock, we had to make sure it was a considerable stock. So please make sure, because a third of that stock, today's stock, the back in stock, stop saying stock, has already sold out and gone. £9.99. Right, okay. Now, before we go back to Craig, just very, very quickly, Craig, now, I want to know, because I'm extremely nosy and I haven't heard the story at all, but I know you're very, very proud of your previous association and current association with Hunky Dory. So who are Hunky Dory? Where did they start and where did you fit in? And yeah, tell me everything.
Right, yeah, no, I've got a lovely history with Hunky Dory. Now, obviously, at Crafters Companion, we have an incredible design team, you know, for obviously all of our collections that we've got, all our products and Spectrum Noir and that. And then, so before I came here, I was one of the design team members across at Hunky Dory. So, you know, whether it came to, you know, their shows, their TV shows, anything like that, magazines and that, a lot of the cards and that you'll have seen, would have been mine. I got on so well because obviously back at Hunky Dory we've got Big Boss Dan, we've got Anne and we've got Adam as well. So Hunky Dory started many years ago. It was a needlecraft company back in Preston, and then it's just evolved into the paper craft, and then now they've got some incredible products, whether it's all about die cutting, the paper craft collection. So again, you've got the toppers with the backgrounds. All of their background cardstock is 350 GSM. It's Adorable Scoreable. What Adorable Scoreable is, it's called Adorable Scoreable because it's bendy ink technology. So what that just means is when you go to score your card blank, because as I said in the last one, and we're actually going to do that next, you can simply score the cardstock and create your own card blank and fold it over, and that's you done. However, many times with other cardstocks, what will happen is the actual crease of the card would start to just break away, and then what you would do is you'd get all the fibres not coming away. But with Adorable Scoreable, when you score it and crease it and burnish it, you get this nice, fine, detailed and professional fold on the card each and every time. So that's where obviously my history are. And now to come to Crafters Companion, which has obviously just been the absolute dream, but to also be able to still now get to play with Hunky Dory, it's just absolutely amazing. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to go on to something that they're really famous for as well, is they've got their decoupage. Now you can do that with the little books, we'll go over that again just shortly with you, but then what it's about, it's all about building layers, 3D layers, but then a lot of the times in the past, some of them can be quite small, so Hunky Dory came out with Decoupage, so that enables you to create 3D layers that look incredible, but they're slightly larger than what you would find traditionally. So we're going to use the snowman in a minute, but what I want to just show you, just an idea when it comes to the sheets with the actual collection. So this is just one of them. So if I bring in the main image on this one here, so with this one here, so you can see just here, on this one. So with this one, what you've got is no peeking, and this is your base layer. So you've got the image. So what you've got here is you've got the image, you've got the borders as well. These are two separate. So these are two separate. You can just chop them in half, and then that gives you your actual image to layer onto. But then what you do is you get all of your decoupage. Now that's all die cut for you, so you just need to just pop them out because you're getting 24 toppers in each. You're getting 12 designs with them, and you're getting 2 of each. So there is one sheet. So that will then create the decoupage of one of the images there. And then you also get another sheet, if I just peel that away. And then that's going to give you the ability to create another layer. But then, as always, as we were saying earlier on, you get your coordinated background card as well. Adorable, scoreable, 350 GSM. Any of the toppers that they do, it's still an incredible weight at being 300 GSM. Accent foiling within the actual toppers as well. And as I say, it's all die cut. I'm actually going to be using the Christmas Kisses. The reason I didn't show you all of that is because I've used all my sheets. So I thought I would show you the idea with the other ones. So what we're going to do is, this is the background of the Christmas Kisses that we've got just here. And then as you can see, this is the main topper element. So as you can see, I've just chopped mine up because you do get 2 on it, and I've just chopped it in half. And then you do get the decoupage sheets that I showed you a moment ago. What I've already done is I've already just poked them all out, and I've already put my foam pads on the back. Now remember, in the past, when I say, when it comes to the backing sheets of your foam pads, if you then keep the backing sheet, so this is off our adhesives, so remember the A4 ones that we've got, any of that backing, keep a hold of it, because what I've done is I've already taken the backing off my foam pads, and this is great, certainly for the Hunky Dory decoupage, it stays in place. Those ones I've not taken off yet, in case you wonder why they fall off, but that just means I'm all ready to go now to go on with this card. So what I'm going to do is, you can layer it up onto that main image, which I've done just here. So that is your main image that you've got there, and then this is what it looks like once it's decoupage. So you've got all those layers that you can see built up. Now you don't have to use all the layers if you don't want to. You can pick and choose what you want to use, but that is the depth that you get. However, what I thought I would do and show you is, let's bring in the card blank, because the decoupage actually fits the image that's on the card blank. So I'm going to show you a different way in which you can do it. So what I'm going to do is bring in my scoreboard, and this is where I'm going to show you the adorable scoreable features. Let's bring in my scoring tool. So I'm wanting to just score this in half, so I know that it's just a notch before the 6 inches. So I'm just going to score that one. I'm just doing it lightly a few times. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this one over, and then I'm just going to burnish it with my score tool. So if I then just fold that over and burnish that one, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to come close up to you. And I've deliberately kept a light card to show you, because a light card is actually where you would start to see any of the cracking when it comes to the actual card blank. So if I go really close up, now that's the light that's reflecting, but look at that seam on the back of the card. There's no cracking, there's no creasing, there's no nothing. That gives you that professional edge. So there we go, that is our card blank. Now we will have always say, use your own card stock, use your own card blank, because then this is going to make it go even further. But if you're a new beginner, fold it in half, that's your card blank done and dusted. So let's bring in our decoupage now. So this is all of my elements here. So all that I've just done is I've just actually poked them all out and added my foam pads to the back. What I've not done is, this is even an extra layer. I'm not using that one. I could then use that elsewhere if I wanted to, or chop into it. But what I'm just going to do is bringing in these ones. So if I just take the backing off, and then this just goes to show you that it just layers over the top, directly over the top just there. So I'm just pressing that into place. So once again, let's take these layers off. So I could start to skip some layers if I wanted to. I could just use maybe 1 or 2 layers on this one and go all out with my second selection of toppers and create really even more detailed decoupage. So we can just press that into place. Now these ones I've got all the backings off ready to go. So you're just layering it all up on top of each other. So it starts with the fuller image towards the bottom, and as it raises to the top, you get smaller and smaller. So we're just going to just layer again these ones up on top. So if we pop these ones into place just like that one, and then layering them all up. So again, this just goes to show that if you are new to crafting, you don't have to have any of the tools or equipment. You can simply just fold and attach your cardstock or your toppers into place. So we're just layering them all up. You've got all of these extra features that you can see when it comes, even look at that straight, but look at the depth that you've got within that one there. Keep in mind, you don't have to have that many if you don't want to. So let's just bring these ones in to there. We're just going to pop them into place, and we're going to add all these little accents on the top just there. So let's just finish these ones off. Now it's A5 card blank because I folded it in half. However, you could chop this down to make it smaller, maybe 6 by 6 if you wanted to, or 5 by 5. It's entirely up to yourself. And then we're bringing in one of the sentiments. So the sheet with all the decoupage, you get a selection of sentiments already on there. But the main design, you can see there, you've got some sentiments, you've got some corners in that as well as ribbon borders. So all that I'm just going to do is if I take the backing off here, and I'm then just going to pop that one to the top just there. Let's bring in a few gems as well. So let's go for some red. So we'll just pick out some of the red there. Now what I would then do is if I've got my A3 Centura Pearl, I would then come along and create a box for this to sit in. But we're just going to add just a few gems just at the bottom, just there. So we've got 3 down there. Let's just bring one large one at the top. And then you do get your inserts as well. So let's bring in our insert which matches. So if I open this one back up so you can see how the insert matches perfectly, but a lot more subtle when it comes to the colour. And again, you can stamp onto it or even print onto it. So I'm just going to score this in half again. So if I bring my score tool in once again. So if I score it in half, but what I'm going to do is, I seem to have a black mark onto my score tool. So what I am just going to do is, once I've folded it in half, this is going to be exactly the same size as my card blank that I've just done. So let's fold this in half just here. So what I'm then just going to do, so you can see now we have got our insert minus the black mark. If I bring this one in, can you see what I mean by it's exactly the same size all the way around?
Ah, yeah.
So what I want to do, again, just to make it that wee bit more professional, let's just bring in our guillotine. Or if you've got your paper trimmer, you could be using that. And then all that I'm just going to do, just from each end, 3 edges, I'm just going to just trim off just a couple of millimeters. Nothing specific, but just a few millimeters, just to enable that insert just to be slightly smaller than the middle. So if I bring that one in just there, so then that now gives us our insert. So if I open that one up, that's now going to sit nicely within our card. So if I bring it in there, you can see it's slightly smaller and no more. Let's bring in our double-sided adhesive. So let's run our strip down there. If we then, again, just pop that into the middle, right up to the edge of the card blank, into the side. I'm then going to press that one into place. And then that, simple, but it just goes to show that you can be really simple with your cards if you're new. Or if we open it up just within the middle, we've got our insert that we can see here. Again, add your own insert if you want, although you don't have to use that as an insert. You can pop that within the middle as well, but then decorate it whatever way that you like. But once again, it just goes to show one collection, a bit of adhesive, and that's all that you need to do. I've used the foam pads, but if you get that Monday Makers deal, then you've got the glue gel that you could use instead, and you'll be able to create something like that.
That's amazing. Do you know what? Did you notice how quiet I was there? Did you wonder whether I was still here or not? He was like, yes, I've got through a whole demo, and he didn't even speak.
To be fair, I didn't give you a chance to speak.
No, that's true, actually.
So...
You didn't draw breath. Like, if I was counting how many words per minute, I think your speaking speed would be much, much faster than your typing speed. Remember, did anyone used to learn to type at school on a typewriter, and you used to be...
What's that?
If you... Oh, low blow, right in the ankle, that one, Craig, right in the ankle, that one. Yes, back at school, back in the days where they knew how to teach, I learned to type on a typewriter. And if you were employed as a secretary, you'd be measured, and your employability would be based on your words per minute, wouldn't it, on typing? Which has got nothing to do with this whatsoever, but I just thought I'd share that. Anyway, right, should we talk you through this magical Christmas set then? Because actually, I was paying great attention, Craig, to your wise words and keeping up with most of them as well. I was only 3 lines behind. Let me show you what is in this collection then, because it is fantastic. It's really, really nice. You know, for those people who watch Crafters TV and love Crafters TV, but aren't yet crafters, they're enjoying watching other people do it. Actually, a Hunky Dory set puts you straight in the driving seat, doesn't it? So with your magical Christmas, this is huge, this deal, let me tell you, for less than £30. Because on this, you get your 24 sheets of your Deco Large. And Deco Large, quite simply, in plain speak, Craig, means large decoupage, doesn't it, to Hunky Dory?
It does indeed, yeah, because traditional style would be a lot smaller.
Just yes or no would have been fine. There you go, 1-1. I'm joking. Look at his face. He's wounded now. He wanted to say more. You want to say more about Deco Large, Craig?
No, you're okay.
Okay.
No.
Oh, love you, Craig. Now, what was I going to say? What did you say?
Right back at you.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Yeah, 12 designs and 2 of each. I didn't know that Hunky Dory were based up in Lancashire, Craig.
Yeah.
I used to live in Preston myself, in lovely Lancashire.
Did you? Didn't know that.
I did. Very, very nice part of the world. Bit wetter than this side of the country, I find. It's always raining that side of the Pennines. Anyway, so here are all of your Deco Large, as Craig talked us through in great detail until I stopped and interrupted him. And so you get all of those. And you get all of your feature images there. Wow, so many. So many, isn't it? That's so cool. And that's just the beginning. We've only just begun. Because you get all of these background cards as well. And as Craig says, you don't need to use the background card, Craig, in its entirety, do you?
No.
Oh, you're going to give me one-word answers for everything now.
No, you
that's
don't.
it.
You know, you
No.
can fold them in half, or if you want to chop into them, you can create your own topper, or do what I've done as well and just add the decoupage on top.
They're so cool as well, aren't they? Oh, of course you can. Of course you can. 24 of those are foiled as well, which is really, really cool. Oh, sorry, the upside down one there. I sorted through all of these while Craig was demonstrating as well. Thought I got them all the right way round, and I love them. And you also have your insert sheets as well, which are really, really cool. They're always going to look a little bit more muted on camera because they are softer, because they're designed to go on the inside, of course. They're the bits that you stamp on your sentiments, or indeed you write on. Now, Craig.
Yes.
Here's where I definitely need more than a one-word answer, because we've got the little book in the magical Christmas set as well. So what can I do with the little book? Because there's an awful lot here. There's like, what is it, 144 sheets in there, 24 different designs. So you get lots of each. So what will I can literally just pick these out, like they're like little postcards, aren't they? I think they're really cute. So you just take them out and use them.
You can use them just like that, and just like ourselves at Crafters Companion, you can make and sell any of your Hunky Dory makes. So if you were to make a card, simple card with 1 sheet, imagine you were to sell that at £1. That would be £144 or dollars if you were to do it that way, keeping it really, really simple. Yeah. But of course, I don't do that.
Of course
I like to do my die-cut decoupage that I do myself when I do my fussy cutting, which we're going to do just shortly.
So you could fussy cut. So you can fussy cut these sheets as well.
Yes.
So how many of each one do we get?
So you're getting 6 of each design.
So I can just fussy cut all of those out.
Yes.
And then
build them up.
Decoupage that. So that's on top of all the decoupage topper sheets that I've got in this set already.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that $29.90. So what you're telling me in a roundabout kind of way is that if with some cardstock and the little book, I could potentially, if I want to resell even at a fraction of the price you just talked about there, I could get my money back for this whole kit in just the little book.
Absolutely, yeah.
Gosh,
yeah,
that's really, really good. I've got to show you some samples that I've got here as well, and I don't want to make a mess on my desk too much, so I'll move that forward so you can't see that messy bit. But one of the samples that we've got here is absolutely delightful, and I don't know who did it, so I'm just going to guess it was you, Craig. So, look, this is so cute. I can't do a lights down at the moment because I can't stand here and do that at the same time, but this actually has a little set of lights inside it as well. How cute is that? So they've just put one of those little, you know, you can get loads of these now, like very, very inexpensively. I use them all over the place, and actually add that to a project as well. Let me show you some other examples as well. And the Deco Large is brilliant because it's so dimensional, isn't it? Because you've got the sentiments there, you've got those, but I'm going to guess, oh no, Nat did this one. Nat must be a similar fan of the foam pad, I would say, because if you look at just how much dimension and how many layers there are in this card as well, I mean, it really does stand out. I love it. And this one, oh gosh, look, the little Christmas crowd has been made into a little stepper there. So some of the decoupage is there at the front. Well, it's not even decoupage at the front, is it? It's just one layer at the front. To sit there in the foreground is the word I wanted, Craig, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then the rest of the crowd are decoupaged up at the back there. Lovely Barbara did this for us as well, and I love it. I think it's really, really cute. I'll show you one more, which looks like a snow globe.
It just goes to show, Derek, if you are more advanced with your crafting, been crafting for a while, you can take it to the next level. You know, although that they're die cut for you, you don't just have to use them as they are. I want to show you two different ways. If you're a new beginner or if you're maybe more advanced, then there's so many different things you can do.
Fabulous. It's brilliant. And we all love making Christmas projects as well, don't we? So this just tops up also your Christmas project making, doesn't it really? It kind of, you know, do you know, if you knew how long it took me how to do that display, and you can't even see it because I own the graphics anyway. But it's our Monday mega deal. I'll pick it up later. Right, what was I going to tell you? Right, the Magical Christmas, a quarter of the show stock, has already sold out and gone, by the way, just so you know. Right, I have some more little books to show you. Which one should we start with, Johnny? Floral Favourites. Now, Ballet I won't be able to show you because it's all wrapped up. This is Floral Favourites. Now, we've got these little books on a 30% saving. How cool is this? So again, this is 144 sheets, this one. Oh my word. So again, on these ones, are we getting 6 of each in the same kind of format?
Yes,
Craig?
We are indeed, yeah.
Oh my word.
Now think if you've got your glitter glues or even your sparkle pens and all that you could be adding on top of them as well.
Yeah. Oh, how awesome. How awesome is that? Oh, I love it. It's really classical, aren't they? Really kind of traditional, but you know you're going to use them. You know you're going to use all of them. Birthday cards, celebrations, you know, home decor projects. You can think of so many different things. Sunflowers are in there as well. Look at how gorgeous they are. Look, how cool is that? $6.99 for that, $9.76. So that's the one that's called the Little Book of Floral Favourites. Grab that quickly while you can. I hope we've got a good stock, Johnny, because $6.99 seems like a low price to me. Oh, 30% gone, right. Moments and milestones. Moments and milestones. Let's see what's going on in moments and milestones. Oh, a nice little variety of different things here.
With that one, Derek, what Hunky Dory do every January is at the start of the year is they bring out a collection. We've actually got the matching collection also on the show as well with moments and milestones. And what it is, it's got images that's going to help you create cards for all throughout the year. So maybe new babies or a wedding or anniversary or engagement, any of these different things that you would need to make cards for throughout the year. And this is the coordinated little books for it. So this is how you see lots of different occasions.
Okay, so it might be started a new job or something like that. Congratulations, so someone got married or whatever it may. Oh yeah, there you go, there they are, happy couple. Oh, how cool. And you've got lots and lots of different images of the same thing. So again, you can fussy cut, new chick in the birdhouse. Use your nesting dies. If you like to create pyramid style designs, then use your nesting dies so that you can get dimension that way as well. I'm sorry, pyramid. I'm sorry, I just seen your face just there. Yeah, pyramid? Like pyramid. Which language are we speaking now? This is the language of craft, isn't it? Pyramid, please explain. So for instance, so if you take one of those images, let's say for instance our oval nesting shape. So if you take the large one, die cut that image, then there you are, you're going to get the oval shape. Then what to do is maybe take maybe the next smaller actual nesting die cut another image, exactly the same image, and then you're going to do that quite a few times with the smaller nesting dies. And as it starts to grow up, as it gets larger, as you can see from our decoupage that we've done, obviously the higher it goes, the smaller the elements, but what it just means is instead of fussy cutting or decoupage, you're actually using your nesting dies to create the layers. Pyramage. Is that P-Y?
Yeah.
Pyramage.
Or you could do it in a page.
Oh, now don't add more to it. One at a time, Craig. Pyramage. Don't tell me about the other one again. Wait for another show. Right. Okay. Now this is the ballet one. Oh, now this is really sweet because actually, Craig, this is like even smaller elements which match the topper sheets because they have like these little tags in the topper sheet. So is this a ballet? Is this another collection?
So it is. So this is kind of like a standalone little book when it comes to the ballet. So that would be in 5x5. You've got a little extra elements for the sentiments. You've got a few backgrounds that you can see just there that you're going through, and then you'll start to see you've got some nice sentiments or verses that you've got there. Use them as their own, or of course there's little elements you could fussy cut. And then what you'll see in a moment is you come into actual images that again use as a standalone or fussy cut, and it's the same book that I actually used. You'll probably see the image in a moment that I used for this frame. So it'll just be flicking up, no doubt, just shortly. There we go.
Oh yeah.
So that's the one that I used with this frame.
Cool.
So you can see all these different ones.
Lovely. I love that.
And that's on Matte-tastic, which means you can ink onto it and stamp onto it if you want to add extra designs.
And listen, it's only $6.99. Again, which is another little, it's one of those, isn't it? One of those to have and to hold. Oh, you've got to, you got to have it. You got to have everything on this, haven't you? Mm. Actually, we didn't flick through the Miri pad earlier, did we? Because sorry, you know me, anything shiny. And this is the marvelous Miri pad. This is 24 sheets. This will be coming my way. This has got a nice little discount as well, isn't it? Look at that, $11.99 or $16.49 for your Christmas projects right now. Everything that you see in the latest Christmas collections here at Crafters Companion, don't these sit so beautifully side by side with all of those?
They do as well, yeah.
Like amazingly, and the finish on this is just
even
awesome.
Any of the die cut toppers that we've been doing and showing you just lately there, they'll be able to be used with maybe the papers from your maybe Sarah's Signatures or your Nature Gardens. But let's see if you know this one. Do you know why it's Miri? Do you know what the difference is with Miri there?
Shiny, shiny.
Shiny, shiny.
Miri as opposed to mirror.
Miri compared to mirror. Miri card and mirror
I have
card.
no idea. I just thought it was like a gimmicky marketing word to say, okay, it's mirror card, but we call ours Miri.
Yeah.
No,
it's not. So Miri, and I say this all the time, so for those that have heard me say this, then I apologise, but Derek, he's never heard it. So Miri is actually a brand. So the way that I always explain it is we've got, in the cola, we've got Coca-Cola, which is the brand, and then we've got all the supermarkets that have their own cola drinks. So when it comes to the Miri is actually a brand, and then all of other companies, including ourselves, we've got the mirror card. So you've still got your mirror card, you know, still looks detailed and elegant and excellent quality, but Miri is actually the brand.
Fabulous. If you've got any questions along the way, by the way, then please feel free to drop them in. Sorry, I was just doing a bit of tidying up there at the same time. Anne on Facebook, she hadn't heard of a pyramage either.
No.
So I wasn't the only one. What was that other word you used?
Inapage.
Inapage. So no, not today. Not today. Maybe the next time.
Very simple. We'll do one, not in this show, but we'll get some in.
Yeah, we can't take in too much in one show. It becomes a bit like university then. But pyramage, I'm liking the sound of. Right, so you're going to dip into the little flower book, aren't you now?
We are indeed, yeah. We're going to do the little books of floral favourites within this one here. So what we're doing is, I've got mine already cut out with the pads on the back, but I just wanted to show you, if you wanted to do any of the fussy cutting like I like to do, so as you can see there, you've got all these different images that you can choose from. Absolutely use it on its own if you want, or what I tend to do is, if we take a few, so I've already used a few of them, so I don't have the all 6 of them. I think I'm one less. So what I tend to do, if you want to do fussy cutting, now what to do is set out a few of them at a time, then just bring in a pencil. You could use a pen if you want. So the base one we're going to keep as a whole. So we're going to keep that as a whole. Bringing in the next one, then what you want to do is you want to have a look and see what you want to cut out. So just draw around to start with the areas that you want to cut out. Now you can leave a couple of millimetre border all the way around, or you can do what I do and I go right up to the edge and cut out that way, and you get all that fine detail. So I'm not going to do this full one, but what I will do is I just wanted to show you kind of an idea if maybe you like the thought of fussy cutting and creating your own decoupage, but you never know quite how to work out the layers. So you can just follow that all the way around, and you would do that all the way around till you get to the other side. And then once you've cut that one out, that's then going to give you that effect there that you can see there. So I've just cut where I had just had my pencil line a moment ago. So then what you could just do is then bringing in another one. And then this time what you're wanting to do is your next layer is wanting to be smaller than this one here. So once again, what you can do is this time, I don't want any of these leaves or foliage. So we're going to go round the flower just there. And then we're just going to work our way around, and I'm going to come in there. And I'm just going to follow all the way down. So I'm going to come into there, and then I want that kind of wee flourish of flower within the middle. So we're just going to work our way around. So again, I'm just having a look, seeing what I want to actually cut out. So we're just going to work all the way around just like that one. Then this one I could carry on, or no, I want that bit of flower just in my actual image as well. So you can come all the way around. So you're just going to carry on that way, working out what you want to cut out. And again, if we're bringing this one here, this is what it looks like, so you can see there. So then that is smaller than that layer there. And then let's just do one more just to show you again. Let's bring in the next image. And again, we want to go just even smaller than that one. So for this one, what I would do, let's just do this one really quick. All that I would just do is just draw around that way. Let's just cut out that one just there. It's an easier way of doing it than going straight in with the scissors. And we would do this one as well. These two flowers would work all the way around. So then that would give us the two flowers just there. So each layer you're getting smaller and smaller images to actually cut out. So let's pop these ones out of the way. So I've started to create a bit of a box. So I've just taken a bit of pattern paper from, which is the Just a Note 8x8 paper pad. So I'm just going to add my adhesive. And now I've just taken some of our own gold mirror card. So we're going to pop this one on. And now what I've done is I've created the lid of a box. I'm not going to assemble the box because I've got one already here, but this one, this is actually the Just a Note Adorable Scoreable Matte-tastic that's on the show. So I've just scored that just before you came back to me there. I scored that, and there's no fluffing, there's no nothing on the edge of the actual seam just there. So you've got that perfect professional scoring.
I have to say, Craig, I got the Adorable Scoreable, the Christmas set, you know, the 2020 Christmas set, which was the 50 sheets, 25 colours, 2 of each. And I did score. And my scoring, I'm still in, you know, rookie scoring territory, but I have to tell you, it came out absolutely beautifully. It looks so professional. I was like, blimey.
Yeah, that's the bendy ink technology.
Really good. Bendy ink.
Bendy ink is what they call it. Yeah, it's a bendy ink. No one knows how they've created it. Dan at Hunky Dory, Big Boss Dan, they're keeping that a secret.
Right.
But it's a bendy ink coating that goes on top of the cardstock. Yeah.
So the core, sorry, just to linger on that for a second, just because I'm nosy as usual. So the core, whatever the colour of the Adorable Scoreable, the core is still white, but it doesn't break through when you score it because of bendy ink.
Yeah, because of the coloured ink that they've got on their cardstock.
Wow.
It's very flexible and very forgiving. So it just means when you do score it and actually fold it and burnish it, because it's nice and flexible, and once you burnish it, you're not going to get any of these, these horrible looking, lines along the back of the cards. So this is why it's a bendy ink technology ink. So what we've just done on this one here is we've taken the matte layer, which we've just popped on the top of our lid box. Now this just goes to show as well, you don't have to use the base layer. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight in to my first layer. So again, a different take to actually use your little books. So then what we're just going to start doing is we're just going to start building up. So we're just going to layer them upon each other. So we're just going to take one as each time as they go. So just matching them up, which is that way. So layer that one up. Then we've got this next one just here. So that one can go working it out. Is it that way? Is it that way? So just, I think it's that one just there. So we've got another one just here. Now is that one that way? and then we've just got a few center ones. So this lets you see that, you know, part of the image we've got quite low with maybe just 1 or 2 layers, and then we've got a lot of dimension from the other side where it starts to build up on this side. I've just taken a sentiment that I had from one of the actual collections. Let's just pop that one, let's pop it just over the top, just there. Now, like I say, I've got one already made lid-wise. I don't want to spend time creating it, but there is the lid of what would be your box. So then if I turn it that way, just so that we can see the depth, if I bring that in, so there's the lid, and then we're bringing in the depth just there. You've got that all lifted up, and then there's the one that I'd just done just beforehand, just on the lid.
That one on your left hand, yeah, that one there, is that the top?
That's the top.
That's the top of the box?
Yeah, that's the top. And
Okay.
I do have one to do the base, but I don't want to spend time making a box because I won't show you all the detail. But that's what the lid would look like, and then once the box is assembled, that's then what it's going to look like once it's finished.
Fantastic. Make sure you get your construction the right way around, of course.
Yes.
You remember?
We don't want to fall for that one again.
No, absolutely. Especially if it says thanks. Ronnie, you know Ronnie, who sent us a message right at the beginning, and it said something like, it read Coca-Cola Creek somewhere.
Yes.
It was autocorrect. What she meant was Coconut Creek. It's just south of Boca Raton.
Okay.
That sounds nice, doesn't it? Lots of people loving Hunky Dory and loving your demos, Craig, as well. And glad that I was having a good flick through the papers as well. Yes, keep your comments coming in. If you've got any of these adorable scoreable sets, by the way, and you want to show us what you've done with them, we would love to see that as well, because you know how nosy we are. Well, it's Craig, if truth be told. We would love to see them. We really, really would. Patricia just says on YouTube, this is smart to draw around where you want to cut because I've accidentally cut off a piece I wanted to keep. Great tip, Craig. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. No, that's very, very true. I was also thinking, I'm sure I've seen a tool somewhere which looks like a pen, but it's got a blade on the end of it, and it will allow you to, what's it called?
Because you could, I like to use the scissors, but you could use a craft knife for that. I think what you're thinking of is the company, the brand Fiskars. They've got a wee handheld one that you can actually just hold at the top, and it's a wee swivel knife. We do have swivel knives and craft knives on our website, so you might find it easier doing it that way.
Yes, have a little look on the website. So let's go back to the Twilight Safari. Oh, this is amazing. In fact, I've got some more Twilight Safari, haven't I? Is it with Sarah tomorrow? There's an Explorer kit on the Twilight Safari Hunky Dory range tomorrow, which you're going to love, by the way, because it's really nice sort of deeper, darker kind of colours. It's almost like cartoony. I love it. It's really, really good. It takes you into a world of discovery. Now, the last Hunky Dory show I did with Sarah, we completely sold out of this adorable scoreable, and it is absolutely beautiful. What do you think of this one, Craig?
Look at that, it's absolutely elegant, and it's so hard to get real luxury black adorable scoreable.
It's very
even
true.
Black cardstock sometimes.
Look at the way the light mirrors off it. I just think it's awesome, and I love the variety of designs as well. Because a lot of companies would say, right, okay, well, if you want that one where you can put your pearls right in the middle of the stars there, or snowflakes, or however you want to interpret them, then you'll have to buy one pack of 10 of that, and that will be, you know, $5.99, $7.99, whatever it is for this, and then if you want this design, which is the sort of zigzag stripe there, which is beautiful, that's another pack of 10. You know, just that design. But with these, you've got 16 sheets. You've got 8 different designs. I love that one. Just a sort of ditzy background there, which you'll love. And then this, which is a little bit more geometric. Can you see the shapes in that? That's wonderful, isn't it? That reminds me of graph paper.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
That funky graph paper you used to see at school and never know what to do with.
Do you know what would look really nice as well? If you also run it through any of our 3D embossing folders, or any of our embossing folders, having all of that texture.
Awesome. I mean, look at that. Like an animal print, isn't it? It's so beautiful. It's almost like you want to order kitchen worktops in that exact look, don't you? They're just, I mean, that's brilliant. And there's like a leopard print on that one. But the sheen and the shine on that, and because it's adorable scoreable, Craig, the same kind of performance from that as if it were a plain white or a plain orange or black or red or whatever.
Absolutely, just because you've got all of that detail within the actual cardstock, you've got all that foiling, and even although it's black, and trust me, any colour cardstock that you're going to see, any little white blemishes or that, it's going to be the black, but yet no different at all, you're still going to get that nice, crisp, clean edge on your cardstock.
It's so awesome. You so have to have this. It is one of those where this will be the second show I've been on with this. The first time it completely sold out when I was with Sarah on the last Hunky Dory show, and half of this stock has now sold out. I do love the fact actually that it is single-sided. So if you wanted to use it for the top or the base of a box, it's just perfect for that because it still has the right look inside. Because sometimes you're making a box, you want it to look black and glossy and gorgeous on the outside, but on the inside you want to see what's going in the box. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to create just a black hole. Right, $9.99 or $15.99. Oh, Monday mega deal. Oh, Monday mega deal. Oh, how I love thee. Now, it is, oh, turn away, Craig, turn away. It's the 3D glue. It's the Floral 3D, which is amazing. In there, of course, you've got the tube, you've got the syringe, and you've got the little key as well, which is brilliant to keep it nice and protected. You also get the Floral all-purpose glue as well. So is that 100 millilitres? Yeah, 100 millilitres. It's good to know this as well because it's like a full-size shebang here. You also, in the Monday mega deal, get your fine tip applicators. I'm going to hold that to that. Is a mystery in itself. There's going to be another one of those, isn't it? Anyway, you get all of those. Plus, hang on, you also get a tape pen, a dotty tape pen. So you get one of each. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to hold all of that. I don't know. I tried to make a display of it earlier. I'll try it on this. Hang on. Right. So glue, Barney McGrew. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. So that is a bit of a Monday mega deal, isn't it, if you think about it? So your all-purpose, your 3D, your dotty tape pen, your tape pen, and your fine tip glue applicators. Your life will change if you haven't got those, by the way. They are life-changing. £15.50, $28. What do you think to that as a deal? I mean, Craig has a face on him like, you know, like a wet weekend when it comes to this bundle because it has no foam pads in it, but there you go. They'll make one for the foam pads, Craig, one day. Your moment will come.
It will come, but you know, I like to think of it as well as the reason we don't actually have them on a lot is because they sell out so quick. So you know that when you think of it that way, it's because they are really popular.
Yeah, but that's you buying them, Craig. What about the customers?
It's me, I know. But it is, you know, joking aside, Derek, it's whatever you feel comfortable doing. Although you know, foam pads are my favourite.
Right, I'll be 1 second. No, it's all right. No, it's fine. You stay there. I'll be back because we're going back to it. I mustn't call this Golden Grannies. It's Golden Oldies. I said I wouldn't call it that. Right, with Golden Oldies, this is brilliant because this is such a really simple offering, but I think it's brilliant. So with Golden Oldies, no offence anyone when I say the word grannies, I don't mean anything by it at all. A lot of people call their grandma granny, don't they? So I keep wanting to call this Golden Grannies. So you get the card itself, where you've got an aperture in there as well, so you can pop out this semicircle in the middle. Plus you've got your decoupage sheet, so you can decoupage up obviously the faces, and you've got lots of other bits and pieces that you can add to that as well. You've got little sentiments in there and all sorts. Plus you've got the matching envelope. So that's going to make one quick wing card, which is really glorious. And you can personalise it in other ways as well if you want to. Think about, you could be even incorporating your butterfly alphabet into that if you wanted to personalise that as well, even though it's Christmas. Butterflies are still around at Christmas. So there's one. You get two designs in this as well. And you also get this one. Now my aperture's popped out on this one. So, yeah, so you've got your main image. I'm going to fold this, Craig, because then I'll work it out as I go along.
Go for it.
Right, so if I fold it, then am I placing that back in, Craig?
You can do if
or
you
am
want.
I going to make a shake? I suppose I could make a shaker card, could I?
You could if you wanted to, yeah.
And then I've got my other decoupage elements, so I can add to said lady of a certain age, glamorous granny. So I can add to her On the outside and the inside, I guess, could I?
You can do, yeah. If maybe you want to get 2 cards to maybe split that decoupage, pop some onto that panel you've got there and some on the background of the inner page there. You'll just need another card blank, that's all that you need.
You've said that word again, haven't you?
Inner page.
Crept in that inner page again. Okay, well, you're going to have to explain it this time then, aren't you? If you want the golden oldies, Derek, don't call it anything else. £2.98, $5.98. Does come with the matching envelopes as well, which is really, really good. Right, okay. Well, you've said it now. You're going to have to show it.
I'm not doing inner page on this one.
What?
No,
Oh, okay.
Just say, yeah.
Well,
no.
explain to us what it is then, at least.
Inner page is opposite to pyramid, so where the actual image starts to create what you'd say as a pyramid, because it gets smaller as it goes to the top. Inner page actually gets smaller when you're looking into it. So, you know, your layers are building upwards on pyramid, but then with your inner page, the layers are getting smaller as you go inwards.
You're glad you started that now. So you're almost making, where you're making a mountain with your pyramid, you're making a pond, I guess, with your inner marge.
Yeah, that's a really good way of thinking about it.
It is, thanks for that. That was
Perfect.
straight off the hoof, that
Straight
as well.
off the hoof.
There you go. Right. Melissa says, have you done the bow video yet, Craig?
I did, but it wouldn't upload last night for some reason, so it is going to be uploaded, well, tonight, once I get home. So yes, it has been done.
Very good. Quick as you can, please. Thank you. Right, what are we doing next?
So what we're going to do is we're going to use the golden oldies, and we're going to keep it very quick and simple and show you how it is actually constructed if you want to make it as it is. So as Derek says, you've got your card blank. So all that I've done is I've just popped that one out and I've just folded that in half. So you've got your image all ready to go. So again, you can pop that back in if you want, or use that separate if you want, which is exactly what I'm going to do.
Craig, sorry. Sorry, I've just had an amazing idea, and it's because of the shape of the aperture. You could make a stepper of the top of that card, and you can make it the top of a tissue box. You know how boring boxes of tissues can be?
Yeah.
But you could make the stepper as the couple there, couldn't you?
You could.
For your Christmas tissue box.
You
know, for those long boxes of tissues.
There we go.
That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Anyway, that's not what it's for. It's for making
I think that would be
Christmas
good for
cards.
some homework. If Debbie's giving you some homework, I think I should.
Oh, you know what? That's not. Yeah, if you got a spare one,
I'll get you a spare one, and that can be your homework.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's my next homework.
Keeping in mind, I'm coming off for like 10 days after Thursday.
Yes, so I've got plenty of time to do it.
Yeah, that's why you're not bothering.
I've got weeks to do it, Craig.
Absolutely. So yeah, that would be interesting. See, but good idea. Yeah, think where else you could be using them. Absolutely. So what we've done is we've just folded that in half, and that's created our aperture within the middle. So what I've done is I've taken my die cut sheets and I've popped all the bits out that I need, and then I feel I've still got these bits that I'm not going to use on this card, but I could be using elsewhere. So if I just bring all of these parts in, so once again, I've already taken the backing off, so I'm ready to go. So you can then just start to build up the layers. So what I'm going to do is let's just do it this way by opening them up. So we can start to build up the layers on these ones. So these are your matte cardstock again. So if you wanted to add extra detail when it comes to the colours, you can do. If you want to add some sparkle, then you can do as well. It's entirely up to yourself. But I'm using all the layers on each of the designs, each of the faces. But again, what you could do is maybe split them down. So use half of the image when it comes to this face here, and then use the other half for the next one there. So that's how you're going to get 2 lots. So you can be doing it that way as well. So what we can just do is just start to, or carry on building the layers up on these ones here. So as we start to build them, you're starting to get all of the height within them. You see the detail starting to come to life on these ones. But we're just going to add these on.
Craig, Kathy's asking if you've picked a winner for your ballet picture yet.
I did. I posted it on Facebook a couple of nights ago.
Ah, right.
I did indeed.
Perfect.
It was Lisa Sykes that won it. She won it. So I was waiting until after today because I knew I had the show on today. And it'll be going in the post tomorrow.
Fabulous.
There we go. But I will, a lot of people loved how I'd done that, so what I'll do is I will organise another giveaway of something that I've made, something quite substantial, a bit like the frame, and we'll give that away as well. So keep an eye on Facebook for that details. So then all that I'm just doing is I'm just building up the next one. So we're building up these layers, as we go. And then what you can find when it comes to the sentiments that you get within the sheet, you get some, what I would say is kind of like, you know, normal Christmas sentiments, like may your Christmas be fantastic and filled with joy, or you get a joke within it as well. Reminds me of a cracker joke, so we're going to pop that one onto the top as well. Or it actually reminds me of a joke that kind of Derek says sometimes. So what we'll just do...
One of my classics,
One of your classics, yeah. One of your classics. So we'll just build these ones up. So using the cards as they are, and you can create a card simply just like that. You've got the envelope to go with it as well, but if you wanted to create a wee box to go in it, then you can do. But you've got the height within the card just there. You've even got on the back where you can write on it as well. If you want to maybe stamp a sentiment and write your own wee sentiment, you can do. But then what I'm going to do is if I bring a couple of these in, so we've got our speech bubble just here. So on this one here, it says, what do you call a deer with no eyes? So then that one can sit up there just as if the granddad or the old man is saying it. And then you've got the actual answer, which is saying, I've no idea. That can then just go at the bottom just there.
Do you get that?
I get that one.
Do you get that, Craig?
I do. So that's one joke I do get. I'm not good at getting a lot of jokes, but that is one that I do get.
Just checking.
So you can see there, they were. So that's how you can create the cards as they are within the sheets. You get the other one as well, but not forgetting you do get that center part as well that you could use elsewhere if you wanted to. It's entirely up to yourself. But if I bring in one that I'd also done previously, so again, layers, I've just done my mats and layers using some of the adorable scoreable, but what I've done is I made it into an easel card, just there, using the additional elements as well as some of the gems on the show.
Oh no, how weird. How bizarre is that? Because given my idea at the top of that demo,
yeah,
like you could adapt and make that work, couldn't you?
You can do it indeed as well. So again, keep it simple as it comes if you're a new beginner, or if you want to just take it that wee bit further and bring in your scoreboard or Ultimate Pro and do your shape cards, then you can do. No reason why you can't do that.
See, you could make it like the hinge. You could make that decoupage, couldn't you? You could make that like a hinge for your tissue box, or you could use the whole thing in the aperture for the top of that. Anyway, that's my homework now as well. Don't forget my materials. Oh, Master Yoda. Right, Winter Forest, got to give you a stock update because we are going to limited stock on Winter Forest. I am not one bit surprised. It's a beautiful selection. It's really nice. It's beautiful, and I think it's gorgeously muted as well. So with Winter Forest, you have got your topper collection. So 16 topper sheets with 4 different designs and 2 of each. Careful how you say that. And they're all absolutely gorgeous and lots of different elements to them as well. You've got wonderful borders in there, and I love the fact that everything is die cut. I would pop these out, but I don't want to cause issue for whoever presents these next time, because I've been there when bits are missing. But there's lots of sentiments in there as well, which again you can layer up, you can decoupage, you can use in other projects as well, which I love. You then also have the background cards as well, so your luxury inserts and your papers, which is really cool. I mean, Look at how wonderful they are. You get 36 sheets of the inserts. They're all beautiful, 12 designs, and you get 3 of each. So it's not like when you find a favorite, you think, oh, I can only use it once and that's it. Remember, you don't have to use them in full. You can cut them down. You can use it. I love the fact that actually, I mean, that could completely be, cut in 2. And that's 2 inserts, isn't it, for a card? I think it's beautiful. And there are lots and lots of different options in there for you as well. Plus, you have your papers, obviously, which match. They're slightly more muted, so they look a bit washed out on the camera, but believe you me, with your own 2 eyes, they're softer versions of what you've seen in the cards themselves, and they're just perfect. And the paper's gorgeous and smooth for stamping on, for writing on. You could decorate that as well if you want to, but that's for writing your messages in the card as well if you want to. You also get, and I think this has been the main attraction in this as well, you get the 8x8 paper pad as well, which is brilliant. So there's 48 sheets in that. They're all double-sided. and you get 12 designs, which means that you get 4 pages of each. And you see on one side you get the scene, which matches the cards and the theming, and on the other side you've got these gorgeous like background papers which you can use for everything. But you can also use it in your matting and layering if you're using the main attraction image, because it's almost like they've paired them beautifully. So if you're using that as a foreground, you can use that as a background. You know, it's absolutely brilliant. Aren't they awesome? Really cool. I love that. I love how sort of versatile that is. I mean, listen, I realise that we could stay and flick through paper pads all show long because they are just absolutely, completely adorable. They are really nice. In fact, I don't have enough paper pads in my life yet. I've only got one, and it's a Christmas one. It's our pop-up box Christmas one, and it's a 12 by 12. And I'm thinking, well, I'm thinking the same as you, basically. So while I make my decisions and you make your decisions, Craig, you have got, we've just got half an hour, yeah? We've got loads of time. We've got at least one more demo, haven't we? What are you doing next?
We do indeed. I don't know if we've got lots of time before this sells out, that's for sure. But right at the start,
oh, we have to come back to me because you've talked to some batteries to sleep, apparently. That happens. See, give him a Hunky Dory show, and that's it. He's like, and that's it. Before we know it, we have flat batteries. But never mind. Shall I show you the Monday Mega Deal again? Let me show you the Monday Mega Deal, because if all else fails, show them the Monday Mega Deal, because it is darn good, let me tell you. Now, in the Monday Mega Deal, it's a glue spectacular. So you've got your 3D Collal glue. You've got your all-purpose glue. You've got your fine tip glue applicators. That's really good. You've got a tape pen, and you've got a dotty tape pen as well. So that complete bundle that you see there for just £15.50 or $28. Now, isn't that good? I mean, I was trying to work out earlier, like, how much is a tape pen here? I've forgotten. Is it $4.99 or $5.99? So actually, even the 2 tape pens, well, that's £10 straight away, isn't it? Sort of. I think they're $6.95, aren't they? The tape pens each. Well, you can see the value in that. And it's been very popular all the way through the show. So I'm not surprised. Right, I think we've got him recharged. I think we've jump-started him. And he seems to be back in at least first year, Craig. So you were saying?
So, as I was just saying, what we're going to do with this one is right at the start we made this nice detailed card with the winter forest, but what we're going to do with this one, once again, if you're a new beginner, we're going to show you how you can actually make a really quick, simple card that you can see just there. So that's the one that we done earlier on. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to bring in this background deck card. Now this one here, it's got a lot of butterflies within it. So if you got your butterfly alphabets earlier on, then absolutely perfect. So what we're then just going to do is bringing in our scoreboard. So once again, all that I'm just going to do is score it in half. Now what I would say is the cardstock you get with Hunky Dory, it's always too good to actually just score and fold in half. So what I would do is bring in any of your card blanks that you've got at home, or what you can do is, what I do a lot is use my white smooth stamping card, create my card blanks that way, and then we can then just pop our cardstock over the top there. So if I bring that in that way for you to see, you've got that one there. So straight away, that is your card blank. That's all that you need to do. You've got this nice card all the way around. So if I bring this one in here, then if I bring in from one of the topper sheets, we've got a matching design you can see there. We've got nice foiling all the way around. Then again, from the adorable scoreable set that we've got, the Matte-tastic, I've just created my own matting layer that's just slightly bigger and no more. Now what I've done is, if you do like to use your tape, if you sometimes have trouble just lining it all up and getting it secure the first time, what I've just done is I've just peeled the back end of each corner of the double-sided tape, and then what that does is that gives me time to maneuver it in place, and then when I'm happy, all that I just do is just hold down the corners, they're fixed in place, and then all that I just do is peel these edges out. So if I just finish that one off with these bits, then that gives us a nice matting layer all the way around. And then what we're going to do is, if we just bring in some foam pads, we're going to lift this one up just with a bit of height. But with these layers here, you don't have to add height if you don't want to. If you want to keep it just one dimension, then you can do if you so wish. So we'll just take the backing off here. Then this one can sit just at the side, nicely there. Then what I've done is I've taken what was a long border strip, also from the topper sheet, and I've just chopped that down, and I'm just going to add them just into the corner. So what I'm going to do is, if I then just turn it around just so that I can line it up to the edge of the card blank. So if we pop it in that way, so I'm going to do 3 of them at each side, 1, 2, and then 3. So if I press that one into place, then all that I'm then going to do is I've just taken some paper flowers that I've got. You could create your own if you want, using our flower forming foam, or what you can do is if you've got the rosette kind of style flower die from Sarah's Rose Gold, you can create your own flowers from that one. So if we pop one there at the side. Now keep in mind you don't have to do this one if you are a new crafter and you don't have lots of embellishments, but it just gives you an idea just to add a wee bit extra dimension to it. So that's where I would use my glue gel for things like that. Then I've brought in one of the sentiments that also comes on the sheet, Have an Enchanting Christmas. So I'm going to pop that onto the same coloured Adorable Scoreable. And we can take that one off there and then there. And then all that I'm just going to do is if I bring in my tape runner, that can then sit down at the bottom just there. So we're just going to add a bit of adhesive to the side. And I'm also going to bring in one of the coordinated inserts. Now you've got inserts that match each design. However, what you can do is mix and match if you want. So I'm going to just score this one in half like we done earlier on. So if I bring that one in, and then I'm just going to score that and then fold that halfway. And I'm just going to bring in my guillotine. Let's just fold that a bit straighter. Bringing in my guillotine, and I'm just going to trim a couple of millimetres all the way around, like we've done before. So nothing specific, maybe just like 3 millimetres all the way around. So that way, and that way. Of course, don't trim off the edge of your card blank, otherwise it won't open and you'll be left with 2 pieces. So let's just bring that one back in here, and then all that I'm just going to do is just down the sides of the card, adding my adhesive, bringing this one in. We're just going to sit that just so it's nestled nicely, and I always pop my adhesive onto the top layer so that when I open that one, the insert opens as well. So you've got it so that the insert is either patterned on the outside, or you can do it so it's patterned on the inside. It's entirely up to you. Either way, you can write, print or stamp on these ones. But if I bring that one in, again, another relatively quick and simple card to make if you're a new beginner. Or you may be advanced and you just want to make really quick cards, because obviously at Christmas time we make and give more cards at Christmas than any other time of the year. So we need them to be quick, but we need them to be really, really standout-ish and really effective, elegant as well. And that's what you're going to get with the Hunky Dory collections.
Got a quick question, Craig, for you as well. Is it always best to score the top or the front of the card? Or, sorry, Karen said, is it best to always score on the top stroke front of the card or from the back side? Rightio.
So if I've just grabbed this one that I had to the side. So if we wanted to create this as a card blank, what to do? We will score this one. So what to do is score on the top side that you're wanting to score. So for instance, we're wanting to make a A5 card blank, so I'm going to score on my pattern side. So if we score that way, it's all about the actual embossed line that you get there. So we've got what we would say is a valley fold. So then that just means it's going to be easier for us to just fold that over, and we're just going to score it. Again, it's all to do with the fibres as well, the way that you score it inside. So when you're making your card blanks, whatever way that you score it, always score it on the design side.
Ah, brilliant. That's good to know. Charlotte wanted to know the weight of the paper in the paper pads. In the Winter Forest, it's 160 GSM. If you're talking about the Miri pad paper pad, that's 220. So I hope that helps. If it doesn't, you can let me know in the comments. Janet says, I'm learning so many tips from Craig. It's brilliant, isn't it? Because actually on face value, you think, oh, I'm not sure if I need any help with this. I'm not sure if I need any assistance with this. But you realise when you see Craig's demonstrations, just how good they are. Let me show you a couple of samples from Winter Forest, because they are beautiful. Really, really nice. You can see there on this sample, the top has been put onto acetate there as well. And then one of the background papers on the inside, nice big bow on the front. You've got that border, remember, which just softens off the acetate as well beautifully. And then whoever's made this one, I don't have a name on this one.
I made that one on the last Hunky Dory show
Did
that I've
you?
done. Yeah.
Oh, this one made by Craig, who's not on our design team, but he's very good, so I've heard. Has also put some pearls there at the bottom, which are, I think the pearls are on the show as well. Have a little look.
The strips in the background there, that's silver strips, that's double-sided tape, and then that's the gilding flakes that are also on the show as well.
Oh, this on the background?
Yeah, it's created my own background on the adorable scoreable.
Oh.
So it's just double-sided tape. You could use your tape runner if you want. Just draw strips with the adhesive.
And then you just rub your gilding flakes into it until it's all solid?
Yep.
That's amazing. Oh, you are clever, aren't you, our Craig? Right, we've also got a card from Nat here, and she's made, look at that. She's made a gorgeous, gorgeous easel card there, actually using using the Sentiments decoupage topper as the stop, and then put the main frame onto acetate, which is quite clever, and finished off with some gorgeous gems as well, which is really, really lovely. I love all the different designs in this collection. I mean, how cool is that? That's beautiful, isn't it? Very, very, very effective and very, very dimensional. It's almost like little cathedral windows going on there onto some acetate. And that acetate looks like it's been foiled as well in some way. How do you think they did that, Craig?
Hunky Dory do foiled acetate. We don't have them on the show, so they probably used that one. Although, in saying that, we do have our foil press snowflake platform stamp, so you could then foil your own acetate and then use that within your cards as well.
Fabulous. It's such a lovely collection. Where are we stock-wise, producer Johnny? Oh, extremely limited. I'm not surprised, to be honest, because actually when you think now of the breadth and depth of everything you're getting, plus bear in mind, you've got an 8x8 paper pad from this collection in this deal at $33.97. How much are paper pads, on their own? I don't know, it's not about money, it's about how beautiful it all is. But to have all the decoupage and all of the inserts and all of the cards and everything else, and then to have the double-sided paper pack from that collection as well, with 48 sheets in this, and they're all beautifully matched up for you as well. So if you want to use them for 101 other projects, you can. So I'm not actually surprised that collection has gone very, very limited stock. $33.97 in the UK, $48.99. I would say be as quick as you possibly can. Let's go back to our Forever Floral Rose collection. I say back, we haven't seen it yet, have we? Well, I haven't shown you through this in its entirety, because this has something really, really a little bit different in it, in so much as it has a little tag pad, which you sometimes find, you find quite often actually in the Hunky Dory collections, which is really, really cool. You get 48 little floral tags in there, and you get 16 different designs. I mean, how beautiful is that? That's a ready-made tag. What is it, 36 times over? How cool is that? Oh, 48 times over even, which is really, really good. And let me show you through the actual collection itself, because this is Rose, the Forever Florals Rose collection. So again, floral topper sheets with everything you need, all the decoupage layers, all of the borders there. You get 16 sheets of toppers there, so there are 8 different designs. 2 of each. Oh, sorry, I've got the order a little bit. Here we go again. Got the order. I've messed them up when I was flicking through them earlier. And somebody's had a little peck at them as well, by the looks of it. You've also got your cardstock, of course, which is really, really cool. How beautiful are these? How sweet, because you can incorporate, you can take elements out of them. There are some more of the toppers as well. I think what they've done is they put them in order, haven't they, with the toppers that go with the particular card there in the background. And then this also comes with, and this for me, it also comes with the insert sheets as well, which are beautiful. So you get 12 sheets of inserts with different designs on them too, which is really, really beautiful. But what I really want to hop, skip and jump to, because I'm a huge, huge fan. I've never done anything with parchment, but I absolutely love it. I just love the feel of parchment. You've got 8 sheets, so you've got 4 different designs and 2 of each, but they're so, so gorgeous. So if you are a parcher, or you work with parchment papers, you work with rice papers, you can use them in your multimedia projects, you can use them here, there and everywhere. You can score into them as well, can't you, to make gorgeous, gorgeous designs. I absolutely love parchment paper, but I don't think I've ever seen it as beautifully decorated before as in this collection. So again, this is another fine and dandy collection. I love the fact that it's got the tag pad on it as well. Joe would love that. £26.95, $40. It's adorable, Craig, isn't it?
It really, really is. You know, it's going to be suitable for many different occasions throughout the year as well. But then, because it's matte-tastic, as I keep saying, bring in some of your inks, bring in, you know, any of your sparkle pens, any additional pens if you've got your colouring pencils and that. Bring in some shade in that if you want. But of course, you don't have to do that. You can leave it as it is. It looks elegant as it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to make an 8x8 card. Now, I do a lot 8x8 when it comes to Hunky Dory because I just think, you know, if anything allows you to do larger cards, it's the Hunky Dory collections because the images are so outstanding. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using one of the actual topper sheets with the background cards, but what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to incorporate some of that foil card, black foil card. But what I have done, as you can see, I have just created an aperture within the middle because I don't want to waste all that because you're not going to see it all. You're only going to see a nice subtle edge. So that's why I've created the aperture and just a bit of our gold mirror card. So we'll start to layer this one up. So I'm just going to work all the way around. So again, what we'll just do for those that maybe didn't catch it earlier on, if you do like to use your tapes, then what you can do, if you find it hard to line up sometime, just pop the tape all the way around and just pull the corners up. Then that just gives you a bit of give, just to work all the way around, get it into position the way that you want it, and then when you're happy, you can just press it into place, press in the corners, and then just pull out all these strands of the backing from your tape. So that's that one done. Then what we're going to do is we'll just take the full one off this time, and I'm going to pop it onto black gold mirror card. Now what I've done with the mirror card is I've not created an aperture within that one because I don't want it to have a lot less weight within the middle. I want it to be substantial. And to me, my, let's pop that one in this way. Oh no, I wasn't going to use that on that one. Forgive me, I wasn't going to do that one. I was going to go straight on to that one. I remember just before we went live, Derek, I changed my mind at the last minute.
Oh, did you?
I thought I don't want to pull that gold in. I want to keep that black right against that image and let you see how, don't be scared to use black, you know, use it within your cards. So then what I've done is I've brought in one of the toppers that come within the topper sheet as well. And as you can see there, you've got the main image, you've got the frame that comes with it, and then you've also got the outer edge as well. So with that one there, what I've just done is I've just popped them all out in place. However, what I've done is if I take them out, there's also another one on the same sheet that's the same size that would fit within the middle as well. So that's the one that I'm going to use. So we'll pop that one to the side, and then you'll also get some border strips within them as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these into place. So if I just take my backing off this one, and then all that I'm just going to do is I'm just going to add that little extra accent of foil and strips along the bottom. So if we pop that one just along there, and then what I want to do with this one is I want to pop that into place. So if we get that so it's nice and positioned that way. And then what I want to do is, I'm just being careful, I'm not putting a lot of pressure down because I want to put my strip where it is, and I just want to pick up that frame just there. And then what I'm going to do is just bringing in my scissors, I'm just going to just snip that excess away. So if we snip that one away and then snip that side away. So then what we can do is come back again and we can pop that back into place. So if we just position that, just let's move it down slightly more. So just into there and then into there. So it's kind of got the effect. I've got adhesive just on the back, so let's just peel that one off. It's got the effect as though the frame has fallen into the background. So if we just take that one off now, always remember to take your tape off beforehand. So if we take that one, and then take that one as well. So let's just press that one into place. So that's what I mean by at the bottom. You've got that effect as though that the actual frame has fallen in behind the border. So we can then bring in our sentiment. Now this is again the one that came within the frame. However, you get another one the same size. That one's going to go over the top of foam pads, and that one's now sitting above the strip. So it gives it extra bit of shape and dimension. We're bringing in one of the other sentiments, same sentiment sheet comes on that one sheet, or the same sheet that sentiment comes on. And you've got a nice wee phrase within the bottom just there. So what I'm going to do is just pop that one down at the bottom just there, and then you've got these little die cut circles. I've just popped them out just with the butterflies, and then I'm just going to just position them into place just randomly like that. Then what we can do is let's bring in our petals again. Let's go for the petals on this one.
Is that your own box there?
So that's just my own box, yes. My own box that I just store them in, yeah. So then I'm going to go with this one. You really are Hunky
Dory Gaga, aren't you?
Well, it just goes to show that, you know, I am a crafter, you know, through and through. You know, so before I joined here, it was Crafter's Companion and also Hunky Dory that I used at the same time. And being able to use the two, because you can bring the collections that we've seen, you can bring the spare toppers and bring in the paper pads from Nature Garden, from Sarah's Signature, or bring in the cardstock from Hunky Dory and bringing in our dies. They absolutely work perfectly together. And that's why I just get so excited that we've got the two that I absolutely love brought together, and you can use them in conjunction with each other.
It is heaven. I feel like, even though I work here this afternoon, Craig, technically, work in the figurative sense, inverted commas, etc., etc. I feel like I haven't really done anything for my money today. I've just sat back and watched the master at work, and watched the master in love with his favourite plaything.
Absolutely, it's where I started. Paper craft collections, this is where I started. You know, if you just want to bring in your die cut toppers and your background cards, then you can do. And it just goes to show that, you know, if you are a new beginner and you get someone that you make a card for and they say, oh gosh, that's gorgeous, where did you buy that from? And then you can turn around and say to them, I made that. And they'll be like, no way. You're like, yeah, I did indeed. But there we go. So just using that black. Now see how that black just finishes it off.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to use black. And then I know it's going to be harder to see close up, but you still get the effect of the design that you can see. So if I bring that closer, so with this one, I think it was kind of like the leopard print or the tiger print that I used. So there we go. So if I just, there we go. You can see that where my finger is at the top. You still get all that foiling coming through as well. So there we go. And again, another relatively quick and simple card. I did have the elements already cut out, but it just goes to show how you can make gorgeous cards as well with these collections.
It's beautiful. I mean, that's such an amazing job. Quick question that's just come through in the comments, Craig. Obviously, what the Forever Florals bundle calls parchment, most people know as vellum, I guess.
Yes, yes.
The best way of attaching that to a card, I'm being asked by Peggy.
So what I would do is, there's a couple of things that we would do is, for instance, say we put a bit of parchment on top of this one just here. So if I had parchment on the background, then what I would do is I would cover the adhesive with some of my toppers. So for instance, wherever I add the adhesive on the back of the parchment, I'd make sure that it's positioned nicely on top of one of the toppers. So the topper's going to cover the adhesive. Alternatively, just use maybe 4 dots of glue in each corner, and then just add a gem or a pearl in each corner. So it's just about how you're covering up or disguising where your adhesive goes. But that's how I would do it when it comes to the parchment or vellum.
Oh, and that's why you would need your fine tip applicators,
yes,
which are also in the Monday mega deal as well. Nice segue there, Craig. I see what you did there. Very, very good. Not a mention of a foam pad in sight. It's not the answer to everything, you know.
No, it's whole. I did use a foam pad, but I already had the backings already on.
How did you? Doesn't miss a trick, this one. Does not miss a trick. Right, this adorable scorable. Now, Craig just used this in the background. It is matting and layering controversially. Whew. Did look good though, didn't it? Really, really good. You've got to get this. It's from the Twilight Safari. Now, the last time this was on air, the last Hunky Dory show with myself and Sarah, sold out and gone. Now, the back in stock that we've got today, Well over half of the stock has sold out and gone. It's just gorgeous. It really is. You get 16 sheets. There are 8 designs and you get 2 of each, which is amazing. And this is one where you'll want to multi-order the packs, I think, while they're in stock. I love the fact that one's slightly more matte, but you can see it's almost like little settings for diamonds. It's going to be perfect for your little jewels to go in there as well. All the Hunky Dory jewels and gemstones and Billy Doos to decorate your card are all on the show, by the way. I love that word, Billy Doo. Then you've got this one, which is a lovely sort of striped one. Gorgeous. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that classy? You know, for making a gift box, these would be awesome. Because the GSM, remind me of the GSM of this one is... Yeah, 350. So it's, I mean, more than construction weight worthy, isn't it?
Yep.
And it is, because it is a durable scoreable, if you're using this directly on your Scoremaster to make a box, no problem. But you would score it on the top, Craig, if you're making a box, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Cool.
You would do.
Lovely. Look at that. That lovely geometric pattern. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Really, really nice. I mean, I could look at this all day long. In fact, this would be paper that I would, sorry, not paper, card, that I would get home and I'd be like, I really want to use it in this and I really wanted to use it in that, but I really, really don't want to cut into it. Do you know what I mean? You'd have it for quite some time and you'd be like, ooh, I like that. No, I'm saving it for best. It would be in the best drawer constantly. So what I would suggest to you, look, you could buy one pack right now and then think to yourself down the line, right, okay, I need another one of those. Or you could just do what I think a lot of people will do, is you'll have one which can be used and you'll have one in the best drawer. Do you know what I mean? In the, that's for special occasion projects, that drawer. So probably best to multi-buy. Listen, I'm not on commission. At all. I don't get commission. No, I don't get paid whether I sell 1 or 1,001. Or I do get paid a little bit. Well, I say I get paid. To be honest, it's like a circular thing here. Before I've walked out the building, it's come back in. My wages have flown back in through the door via my ordering. So that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. So I'm basically spending an hour, Craig, or 2 hours in your company just absorbing your expertise for free, even though I'm getting paid. It's actually indirectly, Craig, I'm paying your wages.
Yeah, when you think about it like that, isn't it?
Well, listen, I'll have to have a word with someone. I hadn't thought of that. That's only just occurred to me all these weeks later. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. You enjoy your tea tonight, Craig. What are we? What are we doing next? Oh, floral favourites little book. Let's have a flick through that, shall we? You know I'm not good with Fs. Right. Okay. Here we go. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 144 sheets in this one, and they are just delicious. And you get, is it 6 of each on this? I think you get 6 sheets
6 of each.
Yeah, that's right. You do.
24 designs.
Look at that. Oh, thank you.
144 sheets.
Thank you. I'll just flick through it. You narrate it, Craig. I'll just flick through it.
So you can see all of these colours coming through here. So you could be using them for your birthdays. You know, you might want to use them for maybe a sympathy card. I know we don't like using cards for that, but you might need to. But then just use them as they are. Sell them at £1 if you wanted to, or $1, and then you're going to be able to get that money back. Just making sure that you do actually create a card. But look at all the designs just into there. Bring in sparkle pens if you wanted to. Create them flat, or use your decoupage, use your nesting dies, use your 3D foam pads to lift them up.
Thank you very much, Craig. Yeah, don't just sell them one by one for £1 each. I don't think that's really going to work. Not when you can make beautiful card projects with them. It's good to have something like that around as well, isn't it, actually? And again, while you're getting your adorable scoreable sorted in multi-buys, pop one of those. Pop one of those in. $6.99, $9.76. We've got a couple of more of the little books as well. This is a little book of moments and milestones. So this is all about occasions. This is all about marking the moment, marking things like births, new arrivals, moments in the calendar, moments in your life. Might be good for your journaling, actually. Really, really good. Little note just to say thank you there. Of course, you can fussy cut these out and you can layer them up as well. And look at that. How cool. How cool is that? And then we go through
all
to
occasions throughout the year,
little birthdays, big birthdays it might be, new arrivals, new beginnings, new jobs, special occasions, special holidays. Oh, holidays, remember those? Oh, weren't they good? Weren't they good holidays? Never mind nodding your head, mister. What's happening after today?
Well, after Thursday. This is my last. This is my last Crafters TV show, but technically after Thursday. That's when I have a wee break.
To do some more DIY.
I'm actually good one. No, there'll be no DIY. There will be a trip to Scotland.
Very, very good. Yes, and we're all going to see highlights of Carnoustie and the surrounding areas.
You will do.
And live vicariously Craig's little trip away via his Insta stories, which I'm very much looking forward to because it's a part of the world I don't really know actually at all. So here is your little square book of ballet from Hunky Dory, which is very, very gorgeous. You've got mini sort of little sentiments there, like almost like mini tags there, which can be used in your card making demonstrations. In fact, this is so thick, I'm struggling to flick through it because there's such a lot in here, Craig, isn't there?
There are. And what you'll find, you can see with the sheets just there, because they're slightly smaller than the A6, because they're 5x5, you get a wee bit more with them. You get 150 sheets with these ones.
They're awesome, aren't they? I
So
love
good.
these. That's really, really cool, isn't it? Sending love and best wishes for a dancing queen. You've got a lifetime of moments and a heart full of love. You've got, there are shortcuts to happiness and dancing is one of them. Oh, is it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. You've not seen me on a dance floor. I'm not sure that applies to me. Although ballet's not really, I know there are boy ballet dancers, but it's not generally a boy thing, is it really? Because we can't really get up on the tips of our toes, can we really? It's not good for you really, is it?
Not at all.
But there you go. What's 2020 now? Oh, right, it is 2020 now, they're saying in the gallery. I thought you were talking about time or something. But they're saying in the year 2020, anyone can ballet dance. It's quite true. And good luck to the boys that do it, because I couldn't be standing on my tiptoe like that for long. Could you, Craig?
No, I couldn't do it. I could not do that at all.
No.
So, this is my my last Crafters TV show for a couple of weeks anyway. I'm still going to be about till Thursday, so I just wanted to say over the next couple of nights on my Facebook, I will do some Facebook Lives, because I'm not technically on holiday just yet. And then obviously I did do a giveaway with this one. I have got a demo, so once I come back from my wee break, we're going to make up another one on my Facebook and I'm going to give that away as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. So that'll all be coming on Facebook as well. But thank you so much to everyone else.
Just a moment. You can't just cut and run like that. You do Facebook Lives at home?
Yes.
Do we watch you crafting?
Yes, from my craft room.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? How is it that I'm only just hearing about this now?
Well, to be fair, I've done a lot of them during lockdown, and then coming back here, it's been so busy, I've not really had a chance. So I promise, because it's my last Crafters TV show, but I'm not away just yet. What I'll do is we'll do some Facebook Lives over the next couple of nights, UK time, but I'll post information.
Okay. Don't say it like it's forever, Craig.
I know. I'm only away for 10 days. I am coming back.
It's not for long. It's not like a big goodbye, you know.
No, I know.
Right, so he will be on Facebook Live. In the meantime, then he's having 10 days up in Scotland, which we'll hear about via the Insta stories anyway.
Yes, you will.
We'll be there anyway, and then before you know it, he'll be back on Crafters TV. I miss you already, Craig.
I know, I miss you too, Derek. Such a laugh. Such a laugh.
You said that with such a genuine look on your face. Those drama lessons are really paying off, you know.
They really are. But no, I think we really do have the same sense of humour, don't we?
We do. Yeah, I don't know how you describe that quite, but yeah, I don't know what you call it. So let's not call it anything. Let's just part as friends as ever. And listen, I will be back with you. Craig's not here. I don't know if you mentioned that, but he's not here. But look out for him on Facebook Live before he then goes on holiday for 10 days and then he's back here on Crafters TV. I'm back tomorrow. Sorry about that. Oh, you get Sarah tomorrow. It's double Sarah tomorrow as well. Soft Aside, my first time on a fabric show. I've done fabric shows elsewhere before, so it'd be really lovely to do it here at Crafters TV as well. So I'll see you at, hang on, let me get this right, because I Facebooked out the wrong times. I'm so sorry if anyone got up at 5 o'clock this morning in the US. I'm so sorry. That was my mistake. So it's 1 p.m. here in the UK, which is
8 a.m.
on the East Coast and
5 a.m.
on the West Coast. And then
7 a.m. Central.
And 7 a.m. in the middle. And we'll deal with the later show tomorrow after the first show. Today's Monday and has been all day long. I must get that into my mind. So I will see you when it's Tuesday for another Crafters TV from Craig and everyone behind the scenes as well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Lots of love. See you tomorrow.